Hello, my name is Eric Pannell, and this is the Success Code Community Channel. And for those of you who don't know me, I want to welcome you. Not sure how you found me, whether it came through my blog or one of my other social media outlets, but I am thankful and grateful to have you here. For those of you that do know me and have been here, thank you for returning. I'm grateful for continuing to stay on board and listen to my content. This is the morning commute, and today I want to talk about having the courage to execute on your dreams and your goals. In my previous video, I talked about the importance of dreaming big, which is, of course, dreams and goals, as we all know, are thoughts. They are things, amazing things, that are in your head, maybe written down, and things that you may have yet to act upon, execute on. Well, today's topic is about having the courage to execute on those dreams and fulfill them, because now we're talking about execution. We're about taking the thoughts that's in your head, your goals that's written down, and putting them into action and putting them in the universe. And wasn't that long ago, first of all, I've always been a dreamer about creating companies and creating things on my own and beyond the scope of just having a job. Nothing against a job at all, but it's always been my dream to create things on my own. A lot of times at the very beginning, as a kid, I wanted to have all this money to buy unlimited amount of video games and Jordans. But now as an adult, it's bigger than that. It's from the standpoint of, I want to create a legacy. So I want to give a warning and disclaimer on this, is that it's going to sound like I'm criticizing people or telling you what to do. Everything that I'm talking about in this video is only to impress upon you, depending on where your mindset and where your thoughts are in your life. For those people that are 110% happy with your career, whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, attorney, or any career that you're in, that you're completely content, you're happy with that, I'm not here to tell you that you're wrong. That's not my position. I'm also not here to tell you that if money is your focus, I'm not here to tell you that you're wrong with that either. But what I want to focus on is that person that's driving into work this morning or any time, and they're listening to this video right now, and you have that whisper in your head that says, you know what, I really want to do X. I want to start a business. I want to start my own blog. I want to start my own nonprofit foundation. I want to do whatever it is you desire to do and be. But, and it comes with a but at the end, you fill in the blank of what that is. And I'm going to give you some examples of what blanks that I'm going to fill in here. One of those is, you may not think that you're worthy, or people don't see you in that light, right? If you start or make the attempt to start this business or whatever it is you desire to start, what are people going to think about you? Your friends, your family? Are they going to think you a weirdo? Or, who is Eric to start this business, right? Who is Eric to do this? Who is Eric to do that? And you may think of that yourself. But you also have to realize and be 100% aware that is the one thing that's holding you back from executing on your dreams. And there's a quote out there, I'm probably going to butcher it, but I'm going to make an attempt at it, is, your fears are your biggest roadblocks to fulfilling your dreams. And I've learned that to be true, because until I developed the mindset and I worked very hard to be where I am today, to, with the success that I'm proud of, I used to have tons of fears that hold me back. As a child, just being vulnerable and open here, I was not the popular kid. I have a cousin that's a year older than me. To make matters worse, people would call me his name. My name is Eric. They would call me Corey, because he was the popular kid more so than I was. And that affected me mentally. And it wasn't until I went in and did some mental evaluations and kind of looking back at my life with a professional, that it was highlighted to me that a lot of those things where I saw myself as less than, and that I wasn't the popular person, and I always felt like I was second fiddle, it affected me my desires and my dreams and what I wanted to do professionally in my career. So naturally, I would come out with these grand and great ideas and these things that I wanted to do, and deep down inside, I desperately wanted to do them, but I kept getting stuck at the thought and the idea of the goal and the dream, because that same feeling that I had as a kid really was brought into my adulthood. And if many of you are feeling like that, you still haven't overcame that, and you can look back in your high school years and your college years even, and you felt like you were the second fiddle person, or you're the person who's behind, it's not over. It's not over. Now, you will have to put in some work. You're going to have to develop yourself, which is one of the hardest things to do, right? You go to the gym, you want to lose weight, you can go to the gym, you can lose weight, you can eat right. You can pretty much actively control that, but, exercising the mind can be difficult depending on who you are. And it was something that I had to go out and do, and to really develop to where my mindset and where I am today. So it's extremely important that if you have dreams, you have goals, you have desires, you have that thing that's in your head, but you just can't seem to put it out there, it's time to go to work, man. And this video is definitely for you, because I've been there. Now, this is where we transition into the part of, like, how do we overcome that? Like, if you're asking yourself that right now, how do I overcome my fears of executing on my dreams? Well, I'm not going to give you a one-size-fit-all answer, but what I am going to give you some examples of things that work for me. Number one, reading books. I actively, every single morning, depending on the book that I'm reading on for that time, I read at least one chapter before I leave out the door every morning. And I encourage you that if you're going to do that, definitely do it in the mornings, get it out of the way. And I don't want to say get it out of the way like it's a chore, but it's something that you desperately need to do. It's critical. It's more so than you think. And it's not about just reading any book. It's reading books that helps you build your confidence, and whatever you feel like there's gaps in your mindsets and your abilities and the things you want to accomplish, those are the type of books you need to read. So that's number one. Number two, my man Steve Harvey, I listen to a lot of his motivational videos. The next thing you definitely want to do, man, just take the jump, take the leap. A lot of times the perceptions you think that people have of you, they're not real. The perceptions aren't real, because where you think that, hey, I'm going to put out here that I want to start an Etsy business or any other kind of thing, I'm going to start a blog, you may realize that overwhelmingly more people are going to be in support of that, and they saw you in that light in the first place. It's just the only person that didn't see you in that light is you. So it's important that you take that step and just jump out there, put it out there. Tell people what it is that you want to do, what it is you want to be, and your desires, and people will support you. Now, I want to caution you, not everyone is going to support you. Even the closest people to you, your friends, family, your cousins, people, for whatever reason, they live miserable lives, and they want nothing good happening around them because they don't see themselves that way in a strong light. So jump out there, man. Just go do it and take the leap. Last and most important is you've got to have unbreakable confidence in you. You've got to develop that. You've got to develop unbreakable confidence in you. You got to control that little negative voice that's always speaking in your head, telling you that you can't, you're not this, you're not that, you don't have enough money. There's always avenues, and start asking yourself questions. What would happen if this worked? What would happen that once I put it out there, people will support me? Right? There's two sides to it. There's the negative and then there's the positive. And I can tell you, if you continuously feed the negative, more negative is going to happen. But if you feed the positive, now this is not to say that you're going to have a clear path to success, but it is to say you're going to have a greater chance of success if you think in that positive light. So I want to thank you guys for joining me today, and trust me with the content. And I'm always going to end my videos by saying this to you, that whatever it is you want to achieve, what you want to do, is I believe in you, man. Go do it. You have a person that's here that wants to hear your success. I want to be a part of your success, part of your journey, part of your challenges, part of your obstacles, and most importantly, I want to learn from you too. So here's what I need you to do. Definitely leave me a comment below, leave some feedback. Let me know what you're struggling with. Let me know what you're going to do going forward. I welcome you that somewhere on the screen you're going to be able to subscribe to this channel, so that you'll be the first to get notified once I have a new video that comes out. And hop over to the Facebook page. Actually, somewhere in my profile here on the channel, you'll be able to join the Facebook page as well, because I'd love to have you there. Join the community, and looking forward to more success and prosperous year. Thank you for joining. Peace.